All right, this is my favorite time of the year. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you guys. I pulled this little one over here that was growing out of one of my vines, but this right here, these strawberries have been producing like crazy. I still got a couple of a few watermelons all over the place. You know, that one's not ready yet, but you know, as far as like walking around the garden, I'm estimating I have anywhere between 60 to 70 watermelons. And as you can see, these watermelons, some of them are growing out of the containers and some of them are growing on the ground. So they ripen up when the tendril basically gets brown. And I'm going to link the video in the description of this video so you can see the techniques I use to know when to basically harvest watermelons. As you can see right here, I've already, see these big gaps is where I've pulled out some of the watermelons already. And I've still got many more in there that I'm waiting for them to basically ripen up. And you know, when the tendril goes down, that's when they're ready to get pulled. But the beauty part about this is I get to eat the ones that I currently have now, right? And then by the time I go through those, I can basically start coming out with these. And I already told you, once you cut the watermelons, it's basically like a Life Force bar or like a battery bar that once you cut it, it starts to go down. You get what I'm saying? So when it's attached to the vine, that's full of Life Force energy. So you could see this right here. Another one beautiful here. It's not ready yet though, but I've already walked around. You can see how many watermelon vines there are. Still got this one here, and this one is ready. So this is how you could tell. You see this tendril right here? This is basically where the watermelon's attached to, right? And then this would be the main vine. So this tendril, it's usually green, but when it turns brown all the way to the end like this, that's when you know this watermelon's ready. So this watermelon is one that I'm going to be cutting and adding to what I have over there. And I basically still have to walk around to make sure, but I'm going to show you what I've got harvested so far. And this is what I've got so far here. This is a big one. I mean, this is a big watermelon right here. I've got another little one here, but it's still good. They're actually sweeter sometimes when they're small. Look how big this one is. That's a giant watermelon here as well. And that one's not ready yet because I'm gonna show you why. Look at the tendril. See the tendril? Where this is where it's attached to, right? And then this tendril is still green. This has to get brown all the way to the end. So that's how you know. But I'm gonna start doing these basically what I'm gonna do, like I said, I've got a lot of watermelons all over the garden, even on the other side of my property, anywhere between 60 and 70, and then there's still, you know, some of them still growing. So I can't just say that amount because again, there's little ones still coming in, as you can see, you know, and they're still forming. Like this one's a small one that now is starting to form and get bigger now, but there's random little ones around and I can't even see them until they get big enough for me to be able to see them. But the blackberries have, man, I got so many blackberries, I tell you, I don't know what to do with them. But I'm making smoothies, I do know what to do with them. You can see the another watermelon there. And look at these are some pretty fantastic watermelons here. These aren't ready yet. Got another one, another couple of them over there. They're not ready yet. The tendrils are still green. I already checked, and those actually are pretty big. As I walk around this way, I've got, like I said, I've got watermelons and just randomly all over the garden. I've already pulled out a watermelon from this gap right here, and then there's still some more over here, as you can see, that I'm waiting on. You see the tendril right here? Tendril is still green. That, and you can also check the underbelly. The underbelly has like this little yellow hue under there that you can always tell, or you could do the thumping method. But I have a detailed way to check. There's another little one forming there. Another little detailed way to check. You know, and I got it in that other video I'm going to post in the description. Look at this. This is beautiful. See that? This ain't ready yet. As you can see, the tendril's still green on that. But this got a few watermelons in there, and little ones too that I spotted. And there I'm waiting for them to get big enough for me to be able to see them. But yeah, I mean, that's just basically a small little overview. What I am doing basically yearly is a 7-day watermelon cleanse, and if I can actually do a little bit more, I will. And I'm going to be documenting it. I'm actually going to start this cleanse tomorrow, so I'm going to document that. I got another few videos I want to start to put out as well, that I've got. I mean, I've been very busy, so I haven't been able to do videos as much as I've wanted to. These are melons. These are honeydew melons, but I've got honeydews and cantaloupes in random places around too. But I'll do a walkthrough of the garden so that I don't make this video too long. But yeah, this is a beautiful watermelon, and you can, like, again, you can see how big this is, and they're 5th-generation seeds. So again, I start my my little cleanse where I just do nothing but watermelons for 7 days, and then you know, that's a good little proper detox. It's a good cleanse. If anybody's let's say in a diseased state, there's no such thing as diseases, but if you got imbalances and whatnot, then yeah, you might want to stretch it to even 30 days. But I'm not a medical doctor, so of course do your own research. But you got to do your own research on doctors as well, because they're not even healers, they're licensed practitioners. It's crazy how you can't stay on a watermelon cleanse for 30 days, but you can stay on medication, where I know people who are on medication for like, you know, 6-7 years. And I'm like, what's the point of taking the medication? And I thought it was to basically heal ailments. And, you know, it's basically, it says to keep their conditions under control, which means that they're not really healing anything. They're just suppressing symptoms. But, you know, we'll talk about that in another video. I just wanted to show you basically the watermelon harvest. Well, at least the start. Those are my first ones that actually ripened up. What I am waiting for and looking forward to big time is the grapes, which I want to show you real quick. Look how beautiful this citrus trees look. I've got some, these I planted late, but they're gonna give me melons. These are cantaloupes over here. My grapes here, and then these are the cantaloupes. But these, I know they're gonna give me some friggin' beautiful fruit, because this soil is great. Let me show you over here the one of my grapevines, because I've got about 9 grapevines. So I'm waiting for this one, and I got to give it a haircut as well, because that's how I actually have them produce more fruit. But you can already see the grapes that are forming on this, and I am super excited for these. These are muscadine grapes, and these are full of grapes. Just this plant alone gives me a world of, oh my god, look, I got one that's already ready to eat. So let me see that. Very, oh my goodness, so good. See, they're my first muscadine this year. I haven't ate muscadines since this year started, but that's going to change. I'm going to stay on top of eating those muscadines a little more often than not, but I like to grow my own thing. That's why I've started so many plants separately, as you can see, and that's so that I can plant them on the ground and just have so many grapes that I would have to just be forced to freeze them. And then, because I did that last year, I had grapes up until January, and what I do is I froze them, and I basically made juices out of them. And man, I'll tell you, that's a phenomenal thing. But then from January on, I didn't have any more grapes. So January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, that's 7 months ago. So you see what I'm saying? I'm looking to actually see if I can find a way to still have grapes even through the times where we're not in season, but we'll figure that out. Yeah, but you see, all these are all muscadine plants I started from seed, all of these. So you see, once I put those on the ground, that's going to be a beautiful thing. See this? All these, and I got to give those a haircut, but I don't do that right now. But even this is a year old, and you can see that this starts producing grapes. Look at that. But usually I take the fruit out just so that it gives the plant more energy to basically stabilize itself. But this looks like a very, very good structured grape plant already. And what I got to do is just have it climb up and just give it a haircut and clean it out, just so that I can get make sense out of the side vines that are supposed to be on this. Like, look, this is just a big bushy mess. You find the main vine, have it trellised up, and then the side shoots, you support them so that they can grow better. But I mean, these are a year old, so I'm just waiting for them to mature a little bit, and then I'll take care of that. Here's another one here. See what I'm saying? So, and I'm telling you, there's a way to extend it, because once you freeze the fruit, you can have it there for months. So if I freeze my grapes, let's say out of all these vines I have, look at this watermelon over here. There's a beautiful, big, giant watermelon there. That's not ready though. You know, if there's a way to extend, because you could freeze them and they stay there good for months. Look, see that? As we walk by, you're always going to see them. And this is my walkway to my old property. Look at these banana trees. But this is my walkway to my old property, and it's like walking through a forest. You get what I'm saying? But as you're walking in, you can see these watermelons forming. You get what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing. Got my other 2 citrus trees. These are the ones I had in a video that I was trying to wait for them to, you know, grow back from frost damage, because they were just basically frozen down to like a little stick, which I have a video on. And I'll post it in the description of this video in case you're interested in checking what these look like. But look how big they are already. They're already like at my height and big and bushy. So I'm very, very proud of that. But that's about it. I just wanted to show you a little bit of what I got going on here. See all this? That's all watermelons. Got the watermelons trailing from there. Got some more over here. This is the other beautiful patch. Again, we're early in the season, so we gotta wait for these to mature and then ripen up where I can basically harvest them. But this is a beautiful thing. I love this. This is my kind of thing. Yeah, that's all I got for now. We will talk soon.